Assalamu alaikum, family. This is Ryan Exman to you live on here. Hope that you're all having a blessed and wonderful day. I hope that you had a blessed and wonderful weekend and a Monday and Tuesday. This is what they say is hump day, the middle of the week. But today is the day that Allah God has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. And for that, I hope that you all and everyone is having a blessed day. I'm having a blessed day. I don't mean to rub it in, so don't take this the wrong way, but it's 65 degrees here in San Leandro, California, in the Bay Area. 65 degrees, beautiful, nice, comfortable weather. Those of y'all in the South, Midwest, and East Coast, y'all stay warm. Y'all are in my prayers. I'm serious when I say that. So I grew up in those temperatures. I was I was reared in that, and I remember going to school many a days in those temperatures. So my thoughts and prayers are with you all. Y'all be safe, stay warm, and do not go out unless you have to. And just prepare yourselves. Make sure you got food stocked up, water, batteries, a radio, portable handheld radio, all the above. Make sure your car has plenty of gas. Make sure everything is good. Y'all are good to go. So, you know, again, I'm thinking about y'all, and y'all are in my prayers and in my thoughts because I know what that's like. I've lived in those temperatures for many, many times, so I know what y'all going through. Any event, in the likelihood that you're having one of those days, we all know in this life a little rain must fall. Always, always remember this: tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. So, getting to the topic for this video. Oh, Walaikum salam, brother. Brother Iron World, Walaikum salam. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, family. He's been rocking with me for a long time. I appreciate you, brother. So getting to the topic for this video. So we know last weekend, Alex Pretti, white man who was a VA nurse at the VA hospital there in Minneapolis, I'm assuming, was gunned down by ICE agents. So in the video that I saw, he came to the aid of a woman. She was pepper sprayed, and then she was pushed to the ground. And I think he was just directing traffic. He was telling people, come on. He wasn't impeding the process of ICE or confronting them or anything like that. They confronted him, pushed him to the ground. They jumped on him. They pulled a gun from his pocket or his holster, wherever he was holding his gun, and ICE agents shot the man 12 times on video, executed him right there. Pretti was a license was a license to carry. He was meaning he checked all the boxes. He was licensed to carry, and Minnesota's an open carry state. He had a gun permit, all the above. He was not violating any laws, and they executed this man right there on the spot. Just like Philando Castile, and I'm going to get into the disparities about Philando Castile and Alex Pretti here in a few. Meanwhile, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button now, hit the subscribe button so I get notifications whenever I do videos on here. So they executed this man. There's been protests in Minneapolis every day since the Renee Green murder a couple of weeks back, and now it's just been nonstop protests in Minneapolis. There's been confrontations with protesters and ICE agents, and so this is what I'm gonna get into. And let me start off by saying this: Renee Green's murder and Alex Pretty's murders were unjustified. They should still be here. You know, they didn't. There wasn't a threat to ICE. There wasn't a threat to these people. They should still be here. They were just at the wrong place at the wrong time, both of them. But I'm gonna say this: Amy Klobuchar, the senator in Minnesota, and the governor Tim Walz or Tampon Tim, they want to pass legislation. Now, Alex Pretty's been dead 4 days now. This happened on Saturday. They want to pass legislation like this because two people were murdered. They want to pass legislation. And that's fine and all, but my whole thing is this. Where was this fire and this energy when Philando Castile, who was murdered right there in Minneapolis, Philando Castile, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, Atiana Jefferson, all these brothers and sisters were murdered by the police. Where was this energy at then? Y'all was telling us to calm down, let justice play out. Barack Obama signed a blue alert law protecting the police. And Joe Biden, who was his vice president, who was the former president before Trump, second time around, he used COVID relief money to back the police. Look it up. He used COVID relief funds to back the police, to give them more funding. Y'all were saying we don't need to defund the police. Now you want to say get rid of ICE. Now you want to prosecute them. But these police is cutting us left and right. Yeah, you prosecuted Derek Chauvin. Okay, cool. But what about the devil who murdered Philando Castile? The devil who murdered Sandra Bland? Trayvon Martin. Even though George Zimmerman wasn't a law enforcement terrorist, but still. All these deaths, y'all liberals and and white liberals in blackface, y'all back to police. Now that is two white people who were murdered within a span of 2 weeks. Now you want to pass legislation. Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. And y'all character is being revealed. Talking about white liberals. It is being revealed. And you were so quick to say Black Lives Matter, but what you really meant is white lives matter more. That's what you really mean. And like I said a couple of days ago, at least I can respect the Republicans. I don't like them. I don't like the Democrats. But at least I have a scintilla of respect for the Republicans because they tell you where they stand. They tell you. They don't hide their feelings. They don't hide their agenda. They tell you up front. The Democrats, they dance around it. They dance around it. Well, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, we support you. But why don't we pass legislation to protect black people from terrorist attacks? Well, no, we can't. We gotta let justice play out. We gotta let it play out. But Nicole Green, whose so-called wife instigated her murder, she did. Nicole Green's so-called wife instigated her murder. She antagonized the ICE agent. That doesn't give him the excuse for what he did. That's not excusing it, not at all. But she antagonized him. Alex Pretti was like Nicole Green, was at the wrong place at the wrong time. They both didn't deserve to die, but be that as it may, they're gone. Our condolences to their families. But hey, let's be fair about this. If y'all up in arms about Renee Green and Alex Pretti, where were y'all? Why were y'all not up in arms about Philando Castile? He was a legal. He had a license to carry. He checked all the boxes. He did things right, and y'all killed him. He was killed in front of his girlfriend and 3-year-old daughter on video. Did nothing wrong. Then you got Henry Ellison, who used to be in the Nation of Islam. That's funny, but that's another story for another day. But Henry Ellison, who wants to pass legislation and wants wants to sue the Trump administration. This is just, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. They are showing you who they are, black people. This, I keep saying this, and I've been saying this for years on here. We have no allies. We have no allies. We're on our own. We are on our own, y'all. I don't know why many of y'all don't get that. This whole coalition kumbaya, yeah, we want to fight for everybody, but we don't want to fight for our own people. And then when it comes time to fight for us, they turn a blind eye and a deaf ear, excuse me. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. They turn a deaf ear and a blind eye. Oh no, 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 they want to play dumb every time. But now that it's coming to their doorstep, they want to cry to the heavens. They want legislation passed. This is wrong. This is an outrage. Yeah, you're right. It is. But it was also wrong and an outrage when George Floyd was murdered, when Breonna Taylor was murdered, when Philando Castile was murdered, when Sandra Bland was murdered, Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, Michael Brown, Alton Sterling, Terrence Crutcher, Sonia Massey. All these brothers and sisters that were murdered, that was a travesty. But the beat kept going on. Cops kept murdering them, kept murdering us. They kept it up. And the beat goes on. And it kept going on, damn it. It didn't stop. But now that 2 of your own are gone, within the span of 2 weeks, oh, the earth needs to stop. It's all hell's going. It needs to stop. This is a travesty. It goes to show you that the Democrats and Republicans are the same when it comes to white lives. They are. At least the Republicans tell you. They tell you. Can't get mad at them. But it's the Democrats that beguile us. They trick us. And we fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Am I right or am I absolutely right? Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit that subscribe button so you get notification whenever I do videos on here. And then Barack Obama, check this out. Check this shit out. I want to share something with y'all. The Obamas, Barack and Michelle, the Obamas called killing of Alex Pretti a heartbreaking tragedy and urged federal accountability. Did y'all hear what I just said? I'm gonna read that one more time. The Obamas called killing of Alex Pretti a heartbreaking tragedy and urged federal accountability. This is according to an article in Revolt magazine 2 days ago or yesterday. Wasn't Eric Holder, the Attorney General, the top law enforcement agent or person in the country, which is the Attorney General? Was Eric Holder a black man from Queens? Wasn't he Attorney General when Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, the whole Ferguson uprising, the riots in Baltimore over Freddie Gray? Wasn't he Attorney General when all that was going on? Oh, how could I forget? Our 9 brothers and sisters at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina, when that devil, that terrorist skunk, gunned them down after they prayed for his punk ass. Wasn't Eric Garner I'm sorry, Lord have mercy. Wasn't Eric Holder the AG during this time? Did Obama ask for federal accountability when all our brothers and sisters were being slaughtered unjustly? Did he? No. But now that a white man and white women are being murdered within a span of 2 weeks, federal accountability. See, white lives matter more even to those in blackface, those who look like us. Yes, it does. The Obamas, your Henry Ellisons, and many others, they are the face of a white liberal or which is another branch of white supremacy. Tell me, how are they any different than Tim Scott? Oh, okay, he's a Republican and they're a Democrat, but they still have the same mindset. Tim Scott tells you that he's a coon. He's telling you he a coon. Larry Elder telling you he a coon. But see, people like Henry Ellison, Obamas, uh, Jasmine Crockett, they dance around it. They dance around it. They say big words. They say they love rap music, or they clean collard greens in the bathtub. Kamala Harris. And who the hell cleans collard greens in the bathtub? That's disgusting. Yuck. But that's how they get you. They know what a lot of black people like. Well, the niggers love collard greens. They love rap music. Well, this trash is that they call now, which I don't think is rap music, but be that as it may, whatever. They love that. They love Cardi B, uh, uh, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red. We would just bring them out there, but we do the same job as the white conservatives. We have the same mindset, but black people fall for it and will defend the Democrats tooth and nail. I had a brother. I don't know if he's in the nation or not. I don't want to say he's not, but he on his profile he said he is. I asked a question a couple of days ago on Facebook and X. Why do black people show such an undying loyalty and love to the Democratic Party? And I said, I'm not saying that we should go run to the Republicans because we know where they're at. I just asked the question. Brother called me, said, I'm a Trump supporter. I support the Republicans. I just asked a goddamn question. Why do black people show an undying loyalty and love to the Democratic Party? And I'm called a Trump supporter. I'm called a Republican. This is the mindset of many of us. This is the Negro mindset. We are a sick people, y'all. We are sick. We can even have ask a question. I'm not saying support the Republicans. I'm not saying give them your undying loyalty and love. I'm not saying that. I'm just asked, why do we have such an undying loyalty and love for the Democrats? What have they done for us? Do they support reparations? No. Do they want to pass a anti-black hate crime bill? No. None of this. None above. They don't want to do anything for the black community, but have you go out and vote for them every 4 years. And then when they don't win, they want to blame the black man. Well, them niggas didn't come out. Them black men, them niggas, they didn't come out and vote for us. Well, that's because they seeing right through you. What have you done for us? What Janet Jackson said, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for us lately? Nothing. Prove it. Salute to you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. They haven't done a goddamn thing for us, but yet we still give them our undying loyalty and support. Hell, you mistreat a dog. Don't feed it. Beat it. Physically abuse a dog. They're not going to be loyal to you. They're going to try to attack your ass. Even dogs have the sense. Cats and dogs have the sense to defend themselves against mistreatment. They're not going to keep being loyal to you. They're going to get tired of you. But not us. Not us. Yes, sir, boss. We's going to vote for you every 4 years. I's going to vote blue. Vote blue no matter who or what. Vote blue. We got to get Trump out of office. Trump's the devil. Trump's the worst man in the history of humankind. That Trump, he a bad man. Him a bad man. The white Democrat, he may have been racist in the past, but him's a good man. Him's a good man. I loves him. That Kamala Harris, she's a good black woman. She's not black. She threw mothers who were on welfare, who couldn't work, had issues with bringing their children to school. She threw them in jail, right? Well, she's a good woman. She better than Trump. We got to get Trump out of office. She threw brothers in prison for for marijuana. Something that she said she smoked while she was in college while listening to Tupac and Snoop, which they weren't even out in the 80s, but that's another story for another day. She's a good woman. She's a black woman. We got to support her. We's kind of supporter. We need a black woman in there. And you got some Negroes. Well, they deserve it. You smoking weed, you deserve it. You can't take your kids. You deserve to go to jail. That's the mindset of these Negroes. It's sick. The we sick boss mindset that Malcolm told us about decades ago. A lot of niggas have it. It's crazy. And I'm not saying Donald Trump is a saint. Lord knows I'm not saying that. But like the minister said, Trump is peeling back the onion of civility. He's peeling it back. And God put Trump in office. Now, listen to me carefully on this. He put Trump in office because to show people white people's true character and to bring America down, to bring the system down. This so-called democratic system, capitalist, to bring this baby down, to crash it. Burn, baby, burn. I didn't vote for Trump. I damn sure didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I just want to sit back with my popcorn and watch it all unfold, and it's unfolding. And in this book here, one second. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, God's messenger, revealed everything in this book here. This book was written 53 years ago. It's 2026. So yeah, about 50, going on 53 years. 1973. This book right here, I'm gonna hold it up again. Y'all see it? The Fall of America. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad told us these things would come to pass. And as it look at what's going on with the weather. I mentioned it earlier in this video. Look at what's going on with the weather in the South, the Midwest, and on the East Coast. Most of the country is in deep freeze mode. Schools are closing. People can't go to work. Money is being lost because there's no productivity. Because the roads are snowed in or icy. And it's been like that for almost 2 weeks now. Temperatures are below zero. Way below freezing. Below 32 degrees and below zero. A lot of places haven't seen temperatures like this for decades. 800,000 without power. Wow. Wow. I just learned about the sister that froze to death. Yeah, man. I think that was in Mount Clemens. That's outside of Detroit. But it probably was in Detroit too. But I know in Mount Clemens last week, there was a homeless black woman. She had to make curfew. Her bus, the bus she was taken to the homeless shelter, was behind schedule. So by the time she got on the bus and got to the shelter, they had locked the doors and they kicked her out, and she slept out in the alley and froze to death. That was in Mount Clemens, Michigan, but in the Detroit metro area. Yeah, the damn bus is late. You wouldn't do that to a cat or a dog. If many of y'all saw a cat or dog outside purring or barking, scratching at your door because they called they need a shelter, y'all will let that cat or dog in there. I'm just keeping it a thousand on here. You would. But a human being Shelter is a God-given right. That is a human right. Food, water, and shelter, clothing. Those are human rights. And this sister froze to death. God help us. And my condolences to her loved ones, her family. Oh my God. May Allah be pleased with her. But I was saying all this to say this: Allah is punishing America. And what we're seeing now is just the tip of the iceberg. No pun intended. It is. God is tired of America, tired of her bullshit. Trump is modern day Nebuchadnezzar. He's a modern day Roman emperor. And what the minister said 10 years ago, Trump is going to take America to hell in a rocket ship. And isn't he doing it now? The minister said this at Savior's Day, I believe 2016 or 17, going to take America to hell in a rocket ship. So it behooves us to pay attention. Get your house in order, because it's serious out here. And again, we have no allies. These Democrats are proving to you once again, and I hope those who swear by the Democratic Party, I hope you're taking mental notes of this. I hope you are. So when 2028 roll around and Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, whoever throw their names in there, God knows it shouldn't be Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. Hillary Clinton should be going to jail, matter of fact, because they found the Clintons had ties to Epstein, which is no big surprise, but that's another story for another day. But Bernie Sanders, ain't he in his 80s now? Would he be 90 by 2028? Gavin Newsom, I hope and pray that man to not run for president. Because if he runs the country like he's been running California, we're beyond in trouble. But again, that's another story for another day too. Trump called him new scum. They are telling you what they feel about you. That white lives matter more. That they want federal legislation passed because white people are being murdered by ICE. But when it was us, it was let justice play out. Let the wheels of justice, um, let the process, trust the process. Like we were the Philadelphia 76ers. Trust the process. Bernie, 85. So, okay, I think he turned 86 this year. So, goddamn, he will be damn near 90. What, 87, 88? Get him up out of there. It's time to retire. But these people do not care about you, y'all. We have no allies. Um, so I mean, if you want to support the Democrats, that's your prerogative. That's your right. The Republicans, whatever. But this blue and red, and I'm not talking about Bloods and Crips. I'm talking about Democrats, Republicans. It's silly. It's silly. You won't talk to your friend because they're Republican or they're Democrat. Do you think these devils give a goddamn about either one of y'all? They don't care. The Republicans don't give a damn about you. The Democrats don't give a damn about you. They do not care. Why are you trusting this system? This system is collapsing. And Trump is in office because he's collapsing the system. And this is why Allah placed him there the second time around. Take it and let it alone. On that note, I'm going to hop off of here. I hope that y'all were able to get the gist of what I was saying. Hope that I was able to come across clearly. If so, drop the comments below. Let me know what you think. Share this video. Share it. Let's have the conversation. So please share this video on your social media handles whatsoever. Let's have the conversation because it's a must. I know there are going to be people who disagree with me with what I said, and I'm cool with that. That's that's fine and dandy. But let's remember this. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And in our disagreements, let's use logic, common sense, facts, and respect, not emotion and disrespect. That'll get you nowhere, especially on topics such as this. DMV got 14 inches of snow. Lord have mercy. God. Woo! Allah ain't playing with us. Brother said DMV got 14 inches of snow. DC, Maryland, Virginia. Wow. Lord have mercy. Ooh, that messed me up here seeing that. What was I about to say? Oh, support my YouTube channel here. Support my channel. Thank you for rocking with me. All those who've been rocking with me since day numero uno. Please continue to rock with your brother. Greatly appreciate it. Support my future projects that's coming down the pike. I appreciate it. And just continue to rock with your brother. I, I I need y'all love and support, and I do not take it for granted, not in the least bit. And I thank y'all and I love y'all dearly, brothers as well as sisters. Y'all be safe out here. Beware and be aware. Whether you going to work, coming home from work, dropping your children off at school, picking them up, running errands, or on vacation, or just around the house doing nothing. Beware and be aware. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. I'm going to say the same thing that I said when I started off this video. Those of y'all in the South, Midwest, and on the East Coast, y'all stay warm. Do not go out unless you have to. Please stay warm. Make sure you have the essential items. Food, enough food, water, batteries, handheld radio, candles, generator, enough gas in your car. Make sure you got your insurance papers in order. I did that a couple of weeks ago. So just in case, you never know, with your older relatives, make sure that they got their insurance stuff, their medicine, all these things available. Please, y'all. Please. Yeah, I saw that Houston is called. I saw that too, brother. But with that being said, oh, those of us in the nation, General Order number 2. Y'all know what that means. So with that being said, y'all have a blessed rest of your day. I love y'all. I'm out. I'll talk to y'all sooner than later. Inshallah. Love y'all dearly. All right, y'all take care. Assalamu alaikum.